Hey guys, just want to go over a little tutorial on the mission framework for FMIS operations. You can find the framework, or every instance of it, in the Teamspeak Lounge editor framework, and download the framework from there. When downloaded, you extract into its own folder, and place this folder preferably within one of your easy to access folders. From here, you want to take the composition folder within the framework, copy that, and then paste it into your own compositions folder. That'll be accessible through using the Zeus interface. After copying and pasting into the composition folder, you want to take the same files that are already here, copy them again, and if you already have a saved mission folder, which I recommend doing beforehand, paste them directly into the mission. Now in-game we can find the composition section, and in the custom tab we will find the FMIS mission framework. Just throw that down, there's no need to edit anything that's a part of it. And from there we can start with the editing units. When editing units, you need to make sure all of them are set to playable. And to do that, you can go through the little icon that's above to select all of them and set object control to playable. From here you can also set the call sign with Alpha Bravo. When setting up an arsenal, you want to just throw down a box of any type, doesn't matter what it is, necessarily, anyway. And through there, we just click on it. Depending on which state you want to use, just walking up to it and accessing the inventory, that's great, you can do that. A frequent method most people use is also through the ACE arsenal. Setting up the ACE arsenal can be a little more time consuming depending on how you want to configure it, but worth it nonetheless. When using the ACE arsenal, however, you want to make sure that you have all your maps, compasses, and watches set. If anybody enters the arsenal that have these but it's not in the arsenal, they will lose these, so be sure to use those. And depending on what kind of radio you want to set up for the mission, goes in certain aspects of ranges. Let's see. 117 has the largest range. 148 and 152 have a pretty decent range, but 152 is the longer range of the two. 343 is extremely short range, and to hell with the 77. On to framework editing. Thanks to the diligent work of Elem, we have the ability to set up a briefing schematic. In here on our load screens or on the map screens, we have certain tasks that we can follow. You have ability to set out a scenario, and your logistical assets can be listed there. And if you really want to, you can set up an intro text. This sets up like to the mission's by, mission name. It's just a fancy little way to have an intro for your briefing. You also have the ability to disable this. So if you do want to disable your system, it should automatically be set to 0. You can find it here. If you want to use the intro system, you set this to 1. This 0 right here. You set up the starting angle, number of degrees the camera will rotate, and everything else that's here is editable. Lastly, if you feel that your mission is set up, ready to go, and prepared for playing or testing by any admins or other mission makers, you can use the PBO manager, which I'll set a link to if I can find it, and pack it into a PBO file. From here you will take this PBO file and upload it to the lounge, which is an easy to access spot for all mission makers to upload their missions. I hope this has been an informative tutorial, and hopefully some people will find this useful, and our newer players might be interested in making some missions themselves. Thank you.